Hi guys, it's Pip here, and I just want to do a quick video. So as many of you well know, one of the things I'm really focusing on at the moment is finding out the reason that you're here on the planet, because I think we all have something that we're meant to do, and I know that sounds like a cliche, and it took me a long time to really even begin to understand what that meant. Because it sounds like, oh, your destiny is out there and very sort of sci-fi, but it's not really. It's just saying that every one of us has something that we enjoy and we're meant to go in and do that, and to, sort of, I'll say the words fulfill our potential, but all that means is just do the best we can in that whilst enjoying it, and go however far we want to go. So I was just listening to the news where I am, and I've been spending quite a lot of time this year, actually, in fact, trying to find my why. So I left my job in February because I wanted better training, and I couldn't find that. So despite missing the people that I work with every single day, I left, and I basically went through a series of jobs. So I became an eBay reseller. That didn't work out very well. I then found a guy online called Alex Becker. Some of you may have heard of him. He runs a couple of YouTube ads. He's an American, and he's a multimillionaire, and he is a genuine guy, and he makes his money a number of ways. You can see all about his story, just YouTube or Google Alex Becker. His story will come up, and I must say I have to gain a few nuggets of knowledge from him. But he taught me how to do what's called drop shipping. That wasn't really me, although I could have been successful. It wasn't really me. And then I went on to start to create a automated confidence kind of training program, which I pulled out of because I didn't feel it was genuine. I didn't feel very confident at the time. That left me high and dry, so I got a job in a fish and chip restaurant. So they had like a restaurant at the back and fish and chip store at the front. Unfortunately, that was really badly run despite the lovely people. So I left and got training as a live-in carer, so totally different things. Anyway, cut a very long story short, I was watching the news and since I've been where I am at the moment, I started watching the news. The people that I'm with are fantastic, and they watch the news a lot, and I've been advised not to because it's very negative. However, sometimes the news does like little clips of sort of issues, and it's just interesting to know what issues are affecting people. And I have always been quite interested, I guess, in the topic of homelessness. It's really the more I go through life, I've really been made more aware that there's a lot of people becoming homeless, and it really is sometimes luck of the draw. I made a stupid decision earlier this year with regards to money. Unfortunately, I trusted somebody who wasn't, I wouldn't say they weren't genuine, but they, for reasons of their own, almost disappeared on me without paying the money back, and they're going to it take a long time to pay that money back, and unfortunately I had a mum and a family who taught me to save, and very generous grandparents when they passed away who created financial buffer for me. So although I suffered, I didn't suffer anywhere near as much as I could have financially. I'd suffered more in terms of mentally, really disappointed in myself. But I'm aware that there's people out there who are out on the streets. I mean, I'll just show you the weather where we are at the moment. So it is raining, raining. And there's people out there on the streets right now who are not there of their own choice. I know a lot of people think homelessness is to do with alcohol and things like that. But I must be honest with you, over the past few years, I have sat with a few homeless people and talk to them, because I just see people as being people, no matter their situation. Obviously not people who were drunk or obviously on drugs, but a lot of people are genuine cases who've moved out of their home because of relationship breakdowns, or mostly relationship breakdowns, and these are not bad people. And I don't know, it just really, as maybe been thinking, as I started an online business ages ago, and I really stopped it because I don't know, I felt very vain just trying to do it for money when I didn't really know the real reason behind that. And I'm one of those people, I don't need a lot. A bed to sleep in, food on the table, love and compassion and understanding. I don't need to go out anywhere. I haven't been to the cinema in years, probably. I don't go swimming. I don't belong to any sports clubs. I, don't buy the latest PC games. I don't, do whatever. I don't go out and have my hair cut time and time again. I don't, do my nails at a nail salon, or obviously I don't have a fake tan. So, yes, and I'm so lucky. I've been given everything in life and more. My parents worked really hard, and my grandparents, to provide the life that I've got, and I am benefiting from all their hard work. But I think because of that, I've become quite ignorant. You take what you know for granted, and the more I see of life, the more I'm aware that there's a lot of issues out there who are really affecting people. I was having a good conversation actually with my friend about homelessness. She's an amazing person, and she's very adamant about this topic. She in fact went to sort of the south of England and with refugees, and she said, they're just normal people, and some of the horrible things that are happening to them from official authorities as well are just truly terrible. I received a letter from Crisis, a homeless shelter charity. 175,000 people are on our streets in the UK, and I certainly can't say I've seen 175 homeless people in the UK, but I've been into London, and even the short time from Euston to Euston Square, the Underground, which is a 2-3 minute walk, I saw probably about 3 or 4 homeless people. Manchester is the same, and I don't know, I just think, especially as we've become more geared towards the Brexit and more geared towards sort of looking after ourselves community, and in the library where I go to sometimes every Thursday, there's a registration for people who want to obtain visas to stay in Britain, and it just makes me feel horrible. It makes me feel very xenophobic. Like we are becoming very xenophobic, and very protective of our own cultures and our own family. And I know these are hard times, and I understand why people are doing it, but I'm only lucky because I have a good family to support me, and good friends, and not everybody has that same luck. And it's not because they're worse off than me, or because they're worse people. They're really not. And I'm just, the more I see the news, I just think, what can I do? What can I do? There's been some awful shootings recently in the US. 29 dead, two places got hit, one near the Mexican border, 20 dead another place in Ohio, 9 dead, just random people, and I don't know, the world is, I think, we are heading towards something. I think climate change and homelessness and Brexit, and times are getting really tough for people. How can we have 175 homeless people in the UK when we're one of the richest countries? And I was thinking today, after I watched the news, I was thinking about this, because I've never really done much towards homelessness. Okay, I've volunteered once with something called the Lalanga Society, which is based in Walsall. It's set up by a man who currently works for HomeServe. His name is Pops, I believe, and he goes into Birmingham every single night. They cook a meal, vegetarian meal, and they feed about 40 to 50 people. I've been with him one night. He's an amazing guy. I think he's a Muslim. The great guys, and they were very happy to have me on board to come with them. It was a great experience. And obviously, you give to homeless people, give them some water or some food, definitely, as you pass. But there's, it's like my people said to me, there's so many, where do we begin? And I was thinking, actually, I think I found my why, and the reason that maybe I should continue with my business is because if an online business is automated, or if I can make money through automation, then that frees up my time. And before now, I've never known what to do with that time. I'm very adaptable. I'll do pretty much anything as a job. I just want to be around people who are kind. But I think maybe that if I could free up that time, maybe I could do something more for homelessness. Maybe I could volunteer more. Maybe I could just talk to people face to face. Ironically, that's something that I'm quite good at, talking, and just understanding people. I definitely know what it's like to feel alone and to feel despair and to literally not know what the next step is, but to need that answer so badly. I think we tend in Britain to let ourselves down, let people we love down, because we're not there when they need us most. And I know it's survival of the fittest, and I know it's human nature, but if we're ever to solve the horrific problems that are coming of light, I really do feel that we need to make a change. And I guess, like Michael Jackson says, he says, starts with me. I'm looking at the man in the mirror, it starts with me. But I don't know what to do, but I think I've found my why. And I really want you to look at yourself and think about, is there something out there that you have always... I've always been very nervous to step towards homelessness because people go, they're on drink, they're on drugs, they'll never change. And I don't think that's really the truth. I think some people are. But I don't believe that anybody's born and the first formed thought that comes into their mind is, I'd love to be an alcoholic or a drug addict. I don't believe that that's how it is. I think it's more situational and circumstantial, and sometimes people don't know better. And I know people will tell me, everybody knows that drinking alcohol are bad for you and drugs. But if you're trapped in that environment, what chance do you stand? And I just want you to really look at yourselves really from that and ask yourself, is there something that you want to do that you haven't been brave enough to consider? Because that was the issue for me. I wasn't brave enough to consider it. And I'm so lucky that thought has just kind of come to me, that if I did free up my time and make money online, automate, like you watching this video now, and I'm not physically recording this video now, you're watching it now, but I'm not physically recording it now, I'm doing something else. But if I could do that and make money, then perhaps I actually could be a difference and be the difference that I want to see in myself more than anything. And I think we spend too long waiting for someone to come with the answer, and I think the past few months going towards Brexit has taught us that the people that we thought knew the answer don't have the answer, and it's anybody's game at the moment. I've never known a time when people and politicians are so much on an equal par. People are really starting to voice their opinions, and with this kind of unease and uncertainty of the future comes a huge kind of potential for us to really make a change. And I think now we have to seize our future, and there's so many things to do, I know, so we have to make a choice. And I really want you to just listen to that today and think about for what it is you could have to offer. So that's all from me. As always, do feel free to subscribe. I do apologise to you guys out there who have subscribed already. I did promise a video every day and I haven't. Life has just been very turbulent for me. I'm not going to go into details, bore you to death, but I do want you to find out your message. That's the most important thing, because I didn't know, and that's why I stopped doing videos, because I didn't want to believe or to deliver something that wasn't genuine. So that's all from me. I'll see you next time. You take care. Bye now.